Hello everyone. Sorry it got late today, but there's so much stuff going on. To get this video out has been crazy. We've had storms after storms again today. Power's flickered, everything else. It's been crazy all day here. Uh, there's so much going on that I've been just trying to gather information, and I had a crazy dream last night. I finally had a rapture dream where I actually got raptured. Been wanting one. The first one I had, I didn't get. I was watching the rapture unfolding, but last night I got to actually be raptured in the dream. So this is going to be a great program today. So much going on. I'm just trying to figure out where to start it. Okay. First thing, make sure you share, subscribe, like this video. This is going to be a good one. There's a lot of stuff happening, and it's very positive for us that we're getting out of here soon. Make sure you put your prayer request in the bottom. As we always tell you, read your Bible 1 to 2 hours a day. And there's a story about a Bible you're definitely not going to want to, you won't want to sit down and listen to this video because it's going to get crazy. So much happens in the last 24 hours that I'm just absolutely blown away. First of all, right now as we're speaking, there is a Russian delegate plane that's coming to evacuate their delegates out of the United States. That's happening. It's Russian presidential fleet plane en route to Washington, D.C. Usually when you see this happen and all their delegates leave, you're getting ready for war. An aircraft from the Russian presidential fleet is presently on its way from Moscow to Washington, D.C. It is now feared this plane is coming to evacuate Russian diplomats prior to, what we could be the start of a war. At 6:16 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the aircraft has left airspace, which is tracked by radar and is now over the Atlantic Ocean being tracked by satellite. No word yet from anyone why this plane is coming to the USA. The Russian Federation maintains consulars' offices in locations of the U.S., Washington, D.C., its main embassy in New York and Houston as consulate offices. Main Russian embassy is in Wisconsin Avenue in Washington, D.C., the consulate in New York City and Houston. Folks in and around these cities may wish to drive by and see if there's obvious signs of the staff are evacuating or there is a dense smoke coming out of the chimneys indicating that they're burning documents. Belarus to combat alert. Belarusian President Lukashenko said he has been given orders to bring the army to full combat readiness against the backdrop of the events happening in Russia. If Russia collapses, we will remain under the ruble. We will all die, he said. The threat of a new global conflict has been never been as close as it is today. Once again, they're trying to blow up our country and our entire region to disorient people, shake up a situation by any means, and under the noise, impose their own rule, establish their own order. An order in which there will no longer be either our countries or people. That's coming out of Belarus. Now that's wartime speaking. At 10:30 a.m., the Russian Foreign Ministry has commented on the plane. The Russian plane is on its way to the United States to evacuate diplomats ordered to leave by the country of U.S. authorities, said on her Telegram channel. According to the Foreign Ministry of spokeswoman, it is now a question of expulsion, but a restriction of operation created by Washington. So it's real fishy that usually when they start evacuating their consulates like that, they're getting ready to go to war. They might disguise it as different things, but we all know it's coming. I've already told you, too many people have seen it. It is coming. Okay, so we've got all that stuff happening. And I'm telling you, something's going on by what God's been giving us. Now, in the dream I had last night, now understand, many's been having the same dreams in the last couple of days. First of all, make sure that you pray for Gigi. She's getting ready to fly to the East Coast, and keep her in your prayers. And we do have another member, we're not going to announce it right now, that's going to need our help. And I'm going to, once we get a link set up for this person, they're trying to get home, and we're going to try our best to get them home, so I want you all to stay tuned for that. Now Kim Fisher did a video. You all might want to check that out. I've already been in contact with Kim this morning. about her continental divide. And there's more information coming out. God's warning us about the continental divide. And so that stuff's happening. Then go in and check Gator 111's video where he's talking about the two rapture dreams. Then I have mine last night. And I wasn't expecting it. Like I said, I've always wanted a rapture dream where I actually get raptured, and I finally got it. Now, in my dream, I'm in a tall tower, very tall. Don't know where it's at, but I'm looking out the tower, and I got a glass window at the top of this tower, and I'm looking out. And I'm watching everything that nobody else sees. I see a statue of Michael, the archangel, coming towards the tower. So I'm looking out, and me and Ken Fisher talked, and we've discussed that what it meant was where I'm a watchman, and I'm always watching the events, and that's what was when I was in the tower. I saw the rapture coming. So the statue's coming, and it comes all the way to the glass, and then I feel the tug, I feel the pull, the tingly feeling, and then I'm pulled into, the best way I can describe it is one of those wagons, like again, I dreamed about this a week ago, about one of these old-fashioned station, the old wagons from the old west, except it was glowing red. So Kim's like, well, that's the chariots of fire. And I'm in this, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm raptured into this chariot, and we're heading towards a mountain. And I don't know, and I was talking to Bonnie McCoy earlier, and I think, the ascension where Jesus left, he left on Mount Olives and went up. I think that might have been where I was going to this mountain there in Israel. And I don't know why I think that, but I think that might be where I was going. Now, Michael was pulling this chariot, and I'm in it, and I'm by myself, and it's glowing red, like I said. And I'm thinking to myself in this thing, I'm like, yes, I'm having a rapture dream during the dream. And I'm thinking, think good thoughts, think good thoughts. And then I watched the statue of Michael turn into an eagle, a big eagle. And I saw the mountaintops. Now, I've never seen the top of Mount Olives what it looked like. Now, the mountains we went by had no trees. And we was getting there. That's when he turned into an eagle, is that point. And I woke up. But it's the first rapture dream that I actually got raptured, and I'm very happy about it. But all that, Cindy had a dream last night where she saw the trumpets and she saw the rapture. Then you go with what Gary saw. Something's happening. We're getting ready to leave, and I think the Lord's telling us we're getting ready to leave. And that dream, I was watching. It gets even weirder. Now, I was wanting to study Bible, okay? And trust me, you got to stay with me on this one, because my mind is blown, and I don't understand it, what's happened, quite yet. So I ordered a study Bible. I wanted big print because I can't see very well anymore. And I really wanted a good study Bible. I was watching Brother Aaron on God a Minute, and I really like his Bible. And I wanted something similar to what he had, because mine, I needed a good study Bible, and I've always wanted one. And I ordered one. I was so excited about getting it. I got it. It was this big, couldn't read the print. It was supposed to be a big print, big Bible, and I got this little thing. So disappointed. I didn't say anything, and I was telling Bonnie, I said, my Bible came, and it was not what I ordered. And I was very disappointed. I said, there's no Bible stores here for me to go find the one I want. I'm not going to order another one because I can't see it. So I go to my living room, and there is a brand new Bible sitting on my table. I'm like, well, how did that get there? Never seen it before. And I just cleaned in there. It wasn't there. So I pick up the Bible, and I'm like, Bonnie, a Bible just showed up in my living room. Most bizarre thing. And I mean, it's one of the big, nice study Bibles. What I just ordered. And I'm opening it, and I'm like, I was confused. I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. She's like, well, open it and see what year. The year on it is 2011. Now, that Bible's never been here. I've never seen that Bible. It's brand new. Looks like it just come off the printing press. And I open it, and there's only one chapter that's bookmarked in this Bible. It's Revelation. Never seen this Bible. Don't know how it got in there. I'm the only one in this house. I'm the only one that's ever in this house. Now that Bible showed up in my living room. Never seen it before. At least I don't remember it. And I don't know how it got on that table. And only one chapter is bookmarked, and that's Revelation. That's it. Looks like a brand new Bible just come off the print press. 2011. There's that 11. It blew my mind. And I was like really stunned and startled by it. I've seen the Lord do miracles, but He's never put a Bible in my hands that I never had before. That's new. I've never seen that. And when you see it, it's happened to me a couple of times. I've seen great things like that. It's just very little, it shocks me every time. But it showed up here. It was Jesus. He gave me the Bible that I just ordered. It didn't come in right, so He gave me another one. I don't know where it came from, but it's exactly what I ordered. It was a study, amplified. It was King James, and it had the amplified version of it. It's exactly what I wanted. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, I just ordered the thing, and it came back, and I was so disappointed. And then that Bible shows up in my living room on my table. Brand new. It looks like it says printed in 2011. Looks like it just came off the print press yesterday. And only one chapter was bookmarked. No name in it, but it's bookmarked to Revelation. That's all that was bookmarked in that Bible was Revelations. That tells you where we're at. He's letting us know. So me having that rapture dream, that Bible shows up here at the same time I have the rapture dream. The Russians are now moving their delegates out of the United States. Belarus is getting ready to go on a war footing. They've got all their troops up on the border and ready to fight. Just like I said, it's all coming to pass. Then you add Kim Fisher's dream about the Continental Divide, and I do believe that's a great earthquake about to hit the United States. Probably what brings down San Francisco. It's massive, whatever it's going to be. Now remember, months ago, I saw the mountains here crumbling. We're part of the Continental Divide. All the mountain ranges are. That tells you, I'm telling you, God's pointing it out. If this don't tell you that we're almost out of here, there's nothing going to tell you that. You don't want to see it. You don't want to leave. Because it's happening. And I'm telling you, He's warned us more in the last 2 weeks. Something's happening. Something big is taking place. Me to have that rapture dream like I had last night, and I'm telling you, it was vivid. Vivid. It's coming. It's all happening as we speak. Everything's being lined up for us to get out of here, because World War III is here. It's about to show its ugly head at any time. That's why when we started got that 44 locker, and it went with the bees that Kim, Skylar, and many others had been seeing for a long time. When Mars went into that in there, I knew what it meant. I knew we was ready. And since that happened, all this stuff has been coming to pass. Every bit of it. It was a sign. It's what we call a marker. For instance, my brother Gary, Gator 111, had a dream that one of our friends would need help. During this time, the rapture happens. Well, that just happened. It just came to pass in the last 24 hours. That's the person I told you we need to help to get them to their home, back up to their family's home. And I'm going to bring you more information on that once Gary gets everything set up, because I'm going to need all of your all's help. I don't ever ask you for help, but this time I will need your help to try to help this person get home. And I'm going to do it, and I'm hoping many others will help us do that. And he's going to set all that up, and we're going to get that taken care of. We try to help as many people as we can. We really do. Because we know we're at the end. This person's helped us out many times with rapture dreams and information to us. So they've been a very valuable friend to a lot of different ministries and watchmen. So we're going to definitely try to help them out as much. We ain't going to need a lot of help. We just need some help to get them where they need to go. I love each and every one of you. I know I don't tell you that enough, but I'm telling you, we're very, very close to all this stuff coming to pass. The rapture is imminent, and it's getting ready to happen. Well, all this stuff going on in Russia, it's just another sign Let's see, there was another story came out today. Where was it at? I thought this one was very interesting. Let it translate. But they're saying a place that made weapons for Ukraine in Bulgaria, which I do believe is united as a NATO nation. It says Bulgaria's economy minister, can't even say the name, on Monday that Russia could have been responsible for an explosion early Sunday at an arms factory in the city of Karnabat, and Bulgaria ramps up military exports to Ukraine. The explosion comes as an investigation by the Bulgarian authorities into a series of similar incidents in the recent years in armed depots housing ammunition designated to export to Ukraine. The investigation is looking into possible links between the blasts from Russia. Now, this is a NATO nation, and they find out that Russia took this plan out. It's definitely an act of war against NATO. And they're still talking about this nuclear power plant being bombed by Russia and taking it out. And that will bring NATO into this war. We had an aircraft carrier and its complement in the Mediterranean. You don't do that unless you're getting ready for war. That's why Russia's coming to get their people out. People, there's signs. This stuff's happened in World War II. Okay? It's all happening again. See, they try to make you forget the past, so you forget what happened. But let me tell you something. I studied World War II, and everything that's happening right now is exactly what happened in World War II. Except this time everybody's got nuclear bombs. This is the final war in man's time. This is it. The last one is a war against God. That will be the war in Armageddon when they will all come against Jesus. But this one is going to start out the tribulation, and this one is going to be a full-out nuclear war. We've all seen it, many of us. Brother Philip, Pastor Philip, let me find his name. Maybe you can go look at it. Let's see. So I can, let's see. If you all want to check this out, let me get the link for you guys, because this is what I saw, and I didn't know about this guy. This is what Bonnie McCoy saw. Now, Bonnie McCoy doesn't have a channel. She's not a watchman or watchwoman. She's just a friend of mine. She lives close here. I know I mention her a lot, and everybody wants her to have a channel, but she doesn't have a channel. Let's see. Where do I go? Trying to find a direct link to somebody that has the videos on there. I found a guy the other day that has his videos. Let's see. Looky. If I can find this, you all can go and check it out. And you'll see exactly what we saw, and many others. Let's see, where is it? For some reason I'm not finding it there. Where are you at? Mike Harris. You want to go to Mike Harris Media. He's got 2,100 subscribers. Let's see, I want to make sure that's him before I send you there. Let's see. No, I want his videos. Yeah, Mike Harris. When you get to Mike Harris, you want to look for, let me find it, Pastor Philip Barnett. Okay, just look up Pastor Philip Barnett. Now, I've seen a little bit more than Philip, and Philip's seen a little bit more than I have. We've saw different things. I saw some more cities than he saw, but he saw some cities I didn't see. I didn't know about Philip. Before I got on here, after God told me on the October 24th about coming, he's on his way. Bonnie mentioned to me she had a dream, and then I told her about my dream, what I saw about Russia and the United States. And we collaborated, and we saw the same thing. I find this guy 4 or 5 months later and didn't know nothing about him. He had his in 2007. Mine's in 2017. Bonnie's was in 2021. They all confirm each other, and there's many other ones that I don't know of, that Philip knows that I don't know of, that he collaborated with them. If you're listening to this, Philip Barnett, I've got a new system coming. I would love to have you on here on the channel. If you can either find a way to message me, you can, it's chrisestep03@gmail.com, and definitely send me a message. I would love to talk to you about what we saw versus what you saw. But you definitely want to check out Philip Barnett. Good man. I've watched him on here. Good man of God. But he saw it, and his has got better diagrams on YouTube, so you can go on and look at it. What he saw in the third World War, which we're not here. The church is gone. Now remember, what you're seeing from Philip is after we're gone. Philip released his like I want to release mine to let you know what cities would be safe if you're lost and you're left here. Okay? Not for the church. This is for the people that are left, for them to be able to go to and be safe. So Philip actually went ahead and done that, and I didn't know that until I found his videos. But he's done literally videos showing you the cities. Now the cities that he didn't see, I saw Seattle, Miami, Florida. And he saw other ones more in detail than I did. So, but the ones I saw that he didn't see was in Seattle, San Diego, Georgia, and Florida. And off the coast, I think, of North Carolina, there's a sub-base there somewhere. It's either there or Georgia. But a lot of the war places I saw was bases that they hit. So he saw a lot of other cities. But that's going to give you a definite background of what we saw. Ours boots right up against his. Identical. They're the same thing. I saw November the 11th. He saw November the 11th. He didn't see a year. I didn't see a year. Doesn't mean that happens on November 11th. It just means it can happen before it or after it. We don't know. At least I don't. I didn't see if it was before or after or on that day. I just know that, and then his the same thing. We don't know. But we do know the outcome and how it happens. And if you want to see that with your own eyes, he's got some pretty good videos. He goes in with the visionary where you can actually see what we've seen. And that is Philip Barnett. Like I said, that's what I saw. That's what Bonnie McCoy saw. And a lot of others on his end that's seen it. And there's been other people that's told me they've had the same dreams too. God has gave many people these dreams. They all add up. He's telling us exactly what's going to happen in World War III. Like I said, we leave. This is for the ones, the tribulation saints. This is not for the church. When you're watching these videos, you'll understand what happens after the rapture. This event happens. This gets them their 7-year peace after we're gone. This is what does it. This nuclear war that is about to take place is what brings the 7-year peace. And that's when the Antichrist will pull off his junk. That's what this all set up. That's all it's setting up. The digital dollar, all that stuff is being set up for his reign, the next 7 years. That's what it is, people. You are there. You might not want to believe you're there, but you're there. We are at the end. That's why I tell you the rapture is imminent. And there's more and more signs every day proving that. But you can go over to Mike Harris. That is where you'll see if you'll see, it looks like it says MikeHarrisMedia.com. But on YouTube it says Mike Harris Media. So you'll know it's got like it looks like let's see, what is that? Looks like an eagle or maybe something. I can't really tell the difference on his main background of the video channel. But you definitely want to check that out and check out Philip Barnett. That's what we saw. We found him after we had ours. That's why I would really like to get a hold of Philip and do a show with him. Because with what we saw, confirmation over and over and over, I'd like to have him, me, and Bonnie McCoy on a live show talking about what we've seen. because that's coming. If we don't get raptured out here before I ever pull it off, because I'm telling you, that's how close we are to getting out of here. We're very, very close, people. It's a good sign. This is a great time to be alive. Don't be scared. Get happy. Because I know I am. I'm glad to get out of here. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you put your prayer requests in the bottom. We pray about them every day and every night. Sorry I still not be able to get the emails. I'm having a problem with the Gmail account. I don't know what's wrong with it. I've had a hard time getting into it. I don't know if they said somebody tried to hack it or whatever, but I'm having some problems with it. And I've been so busy, I ain't been able to line it out. So we're definitely having some issues. I might start up another one just for the Global Rapture channel and quit sending everybody there to send them to that. If we have time. Like I said, I'm so busy. I just had my other client. She just had surgery. This is her second surgery in a month. She's had eye surgery on this eye, and now she just had eye surgery on this eye. So I've been taking care of her because she can't see. She's got to keep her head down for 2 or 3 days. So I've been so busy, I ain't had time to look up. And then we've had all these storms on top of that. So I've just been so busy, and I'm so tired. I'm not sleeping well. So keep me in your prayers also. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here once again. Hopefully today's show gives you great hope that we're getting out of here. Try to get as many people on the ark as possible, people. Time is running down. Our time here is limited, and we are leaving soon. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here once again. If you don't see or hear from me again, I'll see you in heaven.